So here we're going to be talking about good shoulder blade posture and good all-around core strength when we're in regards to any form of swimming, but more importantly, sprint freestyle. So as you can see, this swimmer, okay, he's standing very relaxed, head neutral position. That means straight looking forward. What he's going to be doing is he's going to be pushing his shoulder blades together. So you'll see the contraction as we rotate through here. So the shoulder blades will move in together, back, and down. Okay, so shoulders are getting ready to engage. Squeeze together, back and down. Next step, he's pulling his belly button in, trying to get his abs tight. And then he's going to put his arms up at a 90-degree angle, fist forward. Now this form here, where we make this nice solid connection through the shoulder blades, does a couple different things. Not only is it going to help create power by focusing on this as our power zone, we're using big muscle groups versus here and here, which is where most of our shoulder quote-unquote injuries come from, mostly soreness, is we wind up using the smaller muscle groups instead of using this big muscle group right through here. So he's maintaining this position, okay, and again, almost imagining like he has an iron bar going from elbow to elbow. Now, from here, he's going to rotate from his hips, moving in what we're going to be calling a boxing position. Okay, now he's going to adjust his head to keep it still. Okay, we want to keep that head neutral so we have a nice line down the spine. And we want to try to keep the elbows up at 90 degrees. But as you can see, as he rotates, he's keeping that shoulder blade together and he's trying to keep the position in. Okay, now, this lines up perfect where, again, you can see he has a straight line going down through his spine from the base of his neck all the way down through his tailbone. Okay? He's squeezing his shoulder blades together to get set. And he's going to rotate those fists downward. And again, you can see this nice position, elbow to elbow. Okay? And what that's doing, that's holding the body together and again, focusing on using this whole body as a lever through the water to create power versus just using the two shoulders. And again, rotating through the back, through the spine. You can see, again, he'll stay in this box here, rotating around, and again, straight lines. Straight lines. Here's a front angle. Again, where you can see we make the crossbar straight through. He'll rotate around. And he'll basically be keeping that head still, working in that boxing position. Now, what we do with this, we work back into that bent-legged bar back position from a huddle up that we talked about with the lineup starts. So again, our swimmer here is lined up. The swimmer in front of him is holding targets because what he's going to be doing is he's going to be boxing into these. Okay, when I mean boxing, I mean hitting him with his fist. So he's lining up. He's put his head down. He's making a straight line through. He could actually probably be used to be a little bit lower and try to line up a little more straight like this. But most importantly, he's keeping this line here through his elbows all the way anchoring through. Now, with luck, he'll line up the opposite hand when he punches through just like that. So now we create a power zone with this punches, lining up, anchoring water, and pulling straight back to the hip. If you watch back to that red dot, he's pulling straight back all the way to that hip as he does this drill. Okay, what he doesn't want to do is he doesn't want to wind up crossing over across his body down here. Okay, so you can see he'll go a couple hand hits, and again, working this nice position, head staying still, core tight. Here's a reverse position so you can see, again, he's lining up, head staying nice and still, and again, you'll see our nice lines with those elbows as he comes through. He's coming straight back to the hip, to the hip, to the hip. Okay? We got to make sure that we're not hunched over and that we're staying in that nice straight position. So here's a full drill we run with this. So our swimmer is going to set up, again, spine long, elbows high and wide, pinching those shoulder blades together, not hunched over. Okay? His head isn't looking forward, his head isn't looking down. He is in a neutral position, keeping his core tight. He's going to go through 10 stroke cycles of this drill. And again, you can see that nice line right back through here that he winds up getting on both sides. Okay? That's what we call working the shoulders and the body in opposition of each other. Okay? This is an opposition style freestyle. After he gets his 10 stroke cycles, hoping that our muscle memory serves us well, he's going to turn, he's going to dive straight in, and he's going to try to apply this to his freestyle swim. Coming up is another angle you'll see where we can focus on the swim a little bit more. And again, setting it up, getting position ready, nice and low, and again, the proper core positioning is really important when trying to work on this drill and any sort of exercise we do with this sport of swimming. So again, he's going to go his 10 stroke cycles, pulling back to the hip, rotating through the body, moving the fist through opposition. And again, he didn't skip a step. Never skip a step on this and go straight into punches. We always want to line up into that huddle up position to make sure we're engaging. Now as he dives in, the swimmer is going to be trying to think about like he was hitting those boards with those neck long, core tight, pushing through the water as if he's boxing through the hands. Now he is swimming with his hands open, he's not using fists, but again, we're working the same idea.